Now, if you were watching News at 10 last night, you will have seen how America is rebranding its $20 bills. Not to be left out, the Bank of England has followed suit. As it happened, Shakespeare was the first face on its £20 note for the reasons we've just been rehearsing. But today it was announced the great landscape painter Turner will become the fifth, replacing the free market economist Adam Smith. And alongside him will be one of his most famous works, which you will certainly recognise from the Bond film Skyfall, if nothing else.
You'll almost certainly remember the scene.
Always makes me feel a little melancholy. A grand old warship being ignominiously hauled away for scrap. The inevitability of time, don't you think?
The symbolism wasn't very subtle. It's Bond, after all. But the painting is widely accepted to be the most famous and celebrated by any British artist.
Turner is Britain's most famous and probably favourite painter. I think it's really appropriate. It's almost as if it's the people's choice.
Favourite and famous, but best?
Well, that's obvious.
That's a really more complicated question, I grant you.
Complicated question. I think he's the best English painter we've ever had, and nobody has appealed to people in the same way as Turner, with paintings like The Fighting Temeraire, which combine an evocation of landscape, sea, and Britain's pride in her identity.
Turner joins an illustrious group on the £20 note. First it was Shakespeare in 1970. Next, the great British scientist Michael Faraday in 1991, then iconic composer Edward Elgar in 1999, and the current face Adam Smith, who first appeared in 2007.
What made Turner stand out was he was an incomparable genius. He was an absolutely transformative painter. You know, Ruskin called him the father of modern art.
Well, this is fine, you may say, but all a bit dry. The notes may be. His life certainly wasn't.
He lived his life in a very passionate, wild way. His paintings were wild and incredible. The way he treated nature, the sky, the sea, everything was all about fecundity.
So there you have it. Next time you spend 20 quid, think about fecundity or Bond.
What do you see?
A bloody big ship.
Or, as you look at it, as with all great art, see what you want to see.